You're watching Bengals Breakdown by Chat Sports. I am Tom Downey here with a look at one potential breakout player for the Bengals in 2021. That is wide receiver Tee Higgins. He's been getting plenty of hype as a potential breakout candidate, and it does make quite a bit of sense, right? The wide receiver core in general is the strength of this Bengals offense, and Tee Higgins in his first year showed a lot more chemistry with Joe Burrow than, say, A.J. Green did, of course, before Burrow ended up going down. Frankly, Higgins outplayed A.J. Green last season. Although for this upcoming year, the one reason why the production might not explode for Higgins is that he might not be the number one player in terms of targets, or even the number two player on the Bengals offense. Now, last season, in 16 games, overshadowed by other young receivers, namely Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, players on better teams than the Bengals were, Higgins, on 108 targets, had 67 catches for 908 yards and 6 touchdowns. That level of production is really friggin' good, even on a bad team, on a rookie year. That's very, very promising production at Higgins. And this year, I think you could argue he could go for 1,000 yards, especially with the benefit of the extra game this year. However, there's also the presence of Ja'Marr Chase. Now, the Bengals are replacing 104 targets with A.J. Green gone, and that's just the receiver position, let alone the 60 or so from Gio Bernard. Chase is probably outside receiver one as the immensely talented instant chemistry guy with Joe Burrow. Higgins then is probably wide receiver two. Tyler Boyd, though, is the slot guy. And I think you will see again this year all three of these players, with Chase subbing in for A.J. Green, exceeding 100 targets in 2021. Now, Boyd led the team in targets last season. He had 79 grabs, 841 yards, only 4 scores. As a slot receiver, probably is one of the more undervalued ones. He'll get 100 targets. He'll probably get more than that. He might approach 80 balls in terms of catches again this season. Boyd, I do think, will get a bigger target share than Tee Higgins, although I think you'll see once again Higgins serve as a very reliable deep threat for Joe Burrow. But I think Ja'Marr Chase might be the reason why, even though I think Higgins will be better this year, that Chase will have a little bit more production. I think Chase will quickly become wide receiver one on this roster. The last time we saw him play football with Joe Burrow, mind you, in 2019, he was awesome. 84 grabs, almost 1,800 yards, and 20 scores. He was putting up unreal numbers. If it weren't for Joe Burrow, hell, Chase might have won the Heisman just like Devonta Smith did this past year. So I love Tee Higgins. He's going to be a great part of a very talented trio at wide receiver for the Bengals. But I'm curious, what overall rating, think Madden-style rating, would you give Tee Higgins? Get your votes in for me right now in the comments section.